Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of the Leadership Speak series in collaboration with IIMCIP. Today, I have the privilege and honor of inviting Mr. Mridu Das, CEO of Automovill, a very innovative entrepreneurial venture in Assam. Welcome to the show, Mridu.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Ringo.
Good evening, Mridu. So, I know I had a quick chance to glance through what your firm does, but it's better that we hear it from you. So I would like to hear from you your journey so far as a professional and as an entrepreneur, and a little more about what Automovill does. So over to you.
Yeah. So I'm Mridu. So I did my BTech. So personally, I'll start with my professional certification. So I did my BTech in computer science in Assam. So then I started my journey in IT industry, as well as, it is pretty common at that time. So I worked in Bangalore for 12 years. My entire journey was in data and analytics, that field. So I played around data for almost 12 years. Then back around 2015-16, the hit show has come, TVS Pictures to beer. Almost every entrepreneur in India gone through it. And that time Flipkarts, then Olas and the world, Mintras of the world started building up, having a story coming up. Now, as an enthused, collaborated with all these people around me and also seeing a lot of examples, I also jumped to the journey. But it is not that I decided that I want to be an entrepreneur. It started with problems, right? And like any other entrepreneur, I started with a problem. So I had my first car. So Bangalore is not a very hot place. So I found some problem with the car, and then I started this company called Automovill, where I realized that the due attention as a vehicle owner is not rendered by the manufacturers. And I believe everything got simplified with time, that also needs to be simplified. So that's the idea of starting my journey as an entrepreneur. So I started figuring out, basically backtracking the entire journey of a vehicle repair, where all it can happen, where the dots can be connected. So by that time, many other startups in the same category also started. So that's how I jumped into the journey of entrepreneurship, and it was fabulous, and it was super chaotic to start with, and no idea what to do. And most of the software engineers, in our time also, we don't know anything called economics. We know nothing called handling that blue collar people. We had a lot of blind faith on many things. We didn't know how the process runs at the grassroots level. It took me 2 years to just realize those variables or factors in the business. And by 2017, I came full time. First 1 year I was just tinkering around the ideas. Full time till 17, and then the journey started. Now coming to Automovill, we started as a car servicing platform. Basically, it's a platform for aggregation of workshop, where something like what Zomato was doing for restaurants, where we want to give a rating to the garages, give customer the nearest place, then have a seamless journey on that entire process. Then we went to a managed service platform, where we also start to take more ownership in the whole process. Then we started setting up small workshops also, where we had like a full-fledged company of rendering the service by ourselves. Then came COVID. COVID is a different kind of a story. That journey is again a different journey I had. Then post-COVID, we changed our business model, and now we are into service as well as EV. So I'm present in 20 cities in India. Most of the cities I have never seen in my life before, but I visited almost all the cities where I started and jumped into the journey. Though we are not catering, I cannot say that I have done 10% of India's car, but yes, we handle a lot of customers. In the mobility industry, many people know me. I have interacted with almost all the known people in this industry, or somehow they are connected. And now we are jumping into something in EV with a platform called Green Mobility, where we would be doing a kind of an entire life cycle management of EV. I would say EV asset management platform that is also part of Automovill now. So that's about our journey. There are many other points in between, but this is roughly how it is with me. Yeah.
Amazing, Mridu. I think I'm really impressed, and I think fact that you were in the world of software and IT to jump into something like automobile, as you rightly said, the workforce is far more blue collar and far more traditional. So I think adapt, and then now you're saying you're in 20 cities. It's very commendable, and kudos to you. So, which kind of drives me well into my next question, which is obviously you had a game plan, you had a plan as to how you're going to get here. I mean, broadly, you did say there was a lot of chaos or entropy, as you like to call it. Uh, you must have had some kind of a vision, so which is my area of interest. So, when you hear the term vision, what comes to your mind? What is it that comes to your mind when you say vision?
Because most entrepreneurs, most of the entrepreneurs, there are three kinds of entrepreneurs, I would say, preferably. One who is into more of an innovation, who does something innovative. I mean, you need something. You see a problem, the problem was not getting solved, and you innovate something, the problem got solved. Next is evolutionary, where there is a set process which is going on and which is adopted by everyone, going good, but you found that the process can be improved. So that is evolution. And the third is imagination, where there is no problem, everything is good. You bring in something, and that becomes a statement. For example, so first, if you talk about the first example, say it is pretty preliminary. Maybe it is your umbrella. So where you know that umbrella is. You always have rain and you are roaming around with something on your head and you're getting drenched, or you go under the tree. So you innovate umbrella and become an innovation, I would say. Then screw and nut, which you connect to every like people are building tools, people are building home, but that fastness, that strength was not there. So people innovate screw and nut. So that is kind of an evolution to the existing process. Then when you look at SpaceX, Tesla, and iPhone, that's when the imagination comes into picture. If you tell my kind of journey, so I'm more of an evolutionary person, I would say. I never invented something, not innovative, neither I imagined something, but I know that there's a certain set of process that needs to be streamlined. So my vision was to give a simplistic, car service, after sales journey to a customer. So that was my vision. So I want to change the after sales ecosystem for car owners, right? Basically vehicle owners, which is now evolved to all kinds of vehicles. Now it has all come to EV. So basically that vision of giving simpler after sales experience brought me to manage the entire life cycle of an asset, which is for me in my clean mobility, it will be EV. So my vision shaped from the idea of what is the existing process, how can I optimize it. That's where I believe is we Indians are very good, and that's what I have been doing. So my vision was to give that simpler solution to that everything after sales problem, and that's how I evolved or shaped myself. So I don't know that is the answer you are looking for, but this is how I set my vision in my entrepreneurial journey.
No, see, there is no right or wrong answer in vision. That's the beauty of vision, right? So, but of course, vision is something that you set yourself as the guiding star, right? So right. That is what it is. That is what it is then for you, right?
Yeah.
There is nothing that there's no right or wrong way of.
There's no right or wrong. Yes, correct.
So as long as you get the outcome you're looking for, your vision is the right vision. Right?
Right.
Sure, you will understand, and so that's the beauty of the journey of vision, right?
Right.
So, what are the unique methods you have adopted to help your workforce, your team, to align to your vision?
So basically, we are, as an entrepreneur, we're very rookie. I started my journey back in 2016, I would say, when I actually started shaping up myself to become an entrepreneur, I would say, leading this whole organization. So I was a leader more by example. I mean, let me take it this way. So I don't have a big team because I was working and I was shaping the company at the time. So I cannot delegate things to anyone. So whoever I got, so people who came and connected with me, more of the people I have kind of have to beg them to come, or I will ask them something great I'm doing, why don't you come and join, or I will have to tell people, hey, I'm doing something, why don't you give my hand to it. So every function, I mean, if you look at a company, that company is a basic functions: finance, accounting, I mean, say HR, technology, marketing, operation. So every function have different kind of people and different kind of skills you need. So everybody whom I get to associate with me at that time, I worked with everyone. So I led by example. I would say when I needed marketing, I went one or two guys. I took them to a petrol bunk nearby, and I started distributing pamphlet. So that is one kind of thing. Then I talked with customers there. So first 100 customer, that's where I got. Some people used to record the videos when I said, "Oh, sir, you need this." So that is kind of become a Bible for our training for joining new folks. So that is one thing. Then when we have to develop the website, so we kind of, what I did with the guys in tech, basically I was also tech, but I did not develop code by myself. Somebody else was doing. But while I was doing it, I was to sit with them the whole night. I would say, I think this is how you should go. Colors should match like this. This section should present this. Put a frame here, optimize the code. I mean, up to that level. Your table should be like this. This is where code should be. Use, Bootstrap now at this moment. Don't use Angular. Try to get React. Don't develop app. Even if you have developed a app, make a native app. For every function of the company, I was involved. So I was more of a leader by example. So how it helped me in the long run, whenever I went to a city, I had my template ready because I was part of every function of the company and early on, right from the data collection point of it, when I used to talk with garages, right? Then of course we evolved after that. More people joined. Marketing got a different kind of an, I would say, growth or different kind of statement and how I developed it. Tech remained more or less same what we developed while I was involved. Operation got evolved to a different thing. Like every city has a different kind of operation. If you know, in India, every city has different dynamics. Like every city has a different India. Hyderabad is a totally different kind of business model than what is in Kolkata. The same applies to what is in Delhi is totally different than in Mumbai. Now, Mumbai and Bangalore kind of coincide. You can have similar kind of customer journeys there. So I led by example, and those examples helped me shape the company as well as get my second layer of the company come and join with me. So this is how, what is my leadership style, I would say, and this is how I imparted my vision or transferred my vision to them. When people realize that this is what customer is facing, that it is what we need to solve. The after sales journey of a car.
Okay. So basically, you're saying you've led by example. Is that your way of imbibing the vision, or do they believe in your vision, Mridu? All of your
Yes.
people do you have in your company now?
So there are 40 people now. Out of that, there are 8 people who with me for last 7 years. Yeah.
Okay.
So even if the people who came with me and then left also, they are also somehow associated. They join some other companies, but they still go and refer Automovill. Like if somebody has joined a fleet company, they will go and call that, oh, this problem, call Automovill, they will do it. So this is how it helps. If somebody went to an some product company also in the automotive, the first sales pitch they give it to us, sir, you take these 10 samples and give it to your customers. I know you go to them. So people learn whom I cater to. So basically, the way, the exemplification which I've defined, that help people shape themselves and get a position or recognition in some other organization, or they also being in the same organization, and they learned well. They know what I am looking for. Nobody came to me, bringing, some software today because they know that I'm not selling software. But anybody who is in automotive, they come to me for some material which I can give it to my client or I can implement in my company.
Excellent. So by applying these methods, has it helped your employees or your team members align to your vision, Mridu?
Primarily, largely if you see, most of them, whoever is there for more than 4 to 5 years, they're properly trained. I mean, almost they talk like me. I mean, on a personal front, if my wife says your these early those two employees, they are as arrogant as you in certain things. I mean, they started thinking like me. They started talking like me. I think definitely it helped, and I'm proud of that point which I did. I did not create a legacy, I would say. I haven't created Tata and Birla, but yes, the people who were with me early on for say the last 7 to 8 years were connected. They learned well. My vision helped shape them as well as shape myself, or I would say increase my skills or my delivery excellence over a period of time.
How do you know that they have aligned to your vision? What makes you feel that they have aligned to your vision?
I would go like this. One guy moved to a company, and when he joined that company, the CEO of that company called me after a few days to told me that if I want to do business with him, and he said you are referred by so and so, your ex-employee, and he said that this is how you do, and this is exactly what I was looking for. So that's a great statement that that guy has learned what I can do best. And that's how he pitched him to his CEO, pitched this to his CEO, and CEO connected to me. So this is one example of knowing that those guys have done it well. And also in the small fragments, I have some of the city managers who are working with me. I directly expose them to newer clients and ask them to draft document, give them presentation, give them projections, or give them how this will look, and they just come perfectly with very minor changes. So in a way, they have learned what I have done, and they have learned my skills of acquiring a business. I believe that they also learned the vision on which I am moving in, on which I have planned this company to.
Excellent. Very good, Mridu. That's really very encouraging to hear. Have these vision techniques or your vision that you have kind of spelled out for Automovill produced any tangible benefits for you, Mridu?
Yes, of course, yes. I would say how it is. So when I see the word called after sales ecosystem, right? What I was doing with, I will give you two examples of how this word after sales or connecting with the people who actual delivery helped me is will be helpful for you to understand. So when COVID came, right? So I was a after sales ecosystem provider. So at that time, the world was not having a single car on the road, right? So basically, my business became zero, right? So the vision of giving the service, it is like after sales ecosystem. And the first contract I got during COVID, I mean, 8 days after the lockdown happened in India, I got a first contract to do sanitization of ambulances and the emergency vehicles, police vehicles, doctors' vehicles, hospital vehicles, and everything. And what I would say that the word after sales is very big, right? After sales use cleaning of the car also, it also includes servicing and everything. But that time the focus on cleaning. Now, when I went back to my technicians or the garages when working, they have people who know how to paint using a spray. They know how to wash cars. So I used the same skill and applied them in this sanitization of cars, right? And I graduated to sanitization of office space to hospitals to banks to everything. So we started making revenue. So there is no synonym in the word vision here, right? What I would say when I say that after sales ecosystem, and while learning every part of after sales ecosystem, helped me and my team to also learn that the skill of washing the car or skill of paint is exactly similar to skill of sanitization. With masks going on in covered space, so that helped me quickly organize the resources with my team and the garages which I am working on, and impart and deliver something to a totally different industry. But the vision of service, I would say vision of after sales, helped me to shape that work also. So I would say that learning or leading by example helped me and my team to know that this is what can fit in here. So we found a fitment of this thing.
So are you doing that business even now, Mridu? Are you still doing sanitization of offices?
No, that is not there anymore because after COVID, when things started moving, we went back to our original business. That was not this thing, but yeah, but the same people involved there also.
Wonderful.
So I don't know whether it is aligning the word vision, but I think that the leading by example, where knowing every segment of the business helped me to shape the sanitation business during the COVID period. That's what I wanted to bring in.
Excellent. No, beautiful. I think I'm very inspirational and very interesting your journey. So,
Yeah.
what are the challenges you have faced in this effort of trying to keep people in your vision and trying to help them, uh,
Yeah.
say, hey, this is the direction I want to go? Because not all the time people will understand the vision, right? So, what challenges have you faced with it?
So the biggest problem which I faced in recent times is that every city in India is different. Right? So the way I handle my customer in Bangalore, the kind of business it brings in Bangalore or Hyderabad, may not give similar profit, similar kind of outcome in other cities, right? So, though the final vision remains the same that we want to cater to the after sales ecosystem of vehicle or the customer cars, that remain the same, but the way and method which I developed at different point of time get deviated. That also create distraction. That's where the chaos comes in. Like if the person in Delhi say that we won't cater to this segment of customer, we cater to only this set of customer because the profit is more, and you will ask me question on revenue later on. So we should leave this kind of leech in our business. So that is where the conflicts comes in because every business tied to profitability. So whatever my vision, it looks like a requirement in certain segment or certain business, certain consumer side, but it may not be an actual problem in certain other cities. For example, in Delhi, the prices of servicing and the prices of servicing in Bangalore are totally different, and competition is very high. So even if I do marketing and I tell my team to why the number of cars are not increasing or our customer attraction is very less, they say that no, we are focusing more on insurance business, where I have to let go that customer part of it and focus more on insurance and B2B for the sake of bringing in profit. So that's where the conflicts comes in. But this are the judicious call you have to take at given point of time. Like the famous person called Tommy Hilfiger person said, my t-shirts are not for India. So I would very well say that I don't want to cater to the entire Delhi customer base. I would cater to rather B2B and insurance business in Delhi. So this kind of things happen, and where we have to sacrifice a part of our vision or sacrifice certain segment of our vision, and that's where it gets blurred at times.
So I'm sorry, I may have missed it, but what is the insurance business you mentioned?
So what happens? So when you have a car and you have encountered an accident, so basically you go and claim insurance, right? So when you claim insurance, those insurance companies look for partners who can reduce the cost. So, for example, the body shop cost of a Honda vehicle in the Honda showroom in US is, say, if it is $10,000, a normal body shop in any of our neighborhood in the US, which is run by a Mexican and Filipino guy, will be almost around $5,000. So for the insurance company, as long as the outcome is same, the place doesn't matter. So a lot of insurance companies try to reduce the cost or the vehicle when it is older than a specific period of time where the customer contribution is more. They advise the customer to come to us, where we take care of those cars and deliver those cars back to customer.
Got it. Well, this is a very fascinating journey. So, if you were to tell me in one sentence, Mridu, what is the vision of your company and where can I see you in 5 years?
You would see me in the mobility space only, catering to the asset management. I would say the after sales life cycle of any mobility product. That's where you would find me. Maybe EV, maybe the IC, maybe anything.
Interesting. So yeah, I think I guess It is very, very interesting the journey you're on, and I wish you all success. Wish you and Automovill all success and prosperity.
Yeah.
As you know, this is something that I do out of my passion. This is my the Entrepreneurial Leadership Forum, where I talk to entrepreneurial leaders like you, and I keep doing research studies around the space.
Sure.
And I would love you to participate more and join the forum. And I think we will benefit vastly by your knowledge and your experiences. So I hope to see you on many more of my shows. And I thank you and thank IMCIP for organizing this. Wish you all
Yes.
success, Mridu, and let's stay in touch.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe to the EL Forum channel.